How's it going? I'm Jared Gillis. Today, I'm on a mission to find the best lap sealant for your RV roof. Water damage ruins tons of RVs every year. From delamination, mold, rotting parts on the RV, let's end the cycle of using bad products on the roof of the RV to seal those seams. I want to find the one that's easy to use, is going to cut down on my maintenance and extend the life of my RV so I can enjoy RVing even more. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So here is our test. I have roofing samples, I have plastic plumbing vents, I have metal fixtures and trim pieces to be able to test the adhesion of each of these products. We're gonna test how flexible they are. We're gonna test the longevity of them over time as well. Because if they don't last a long time, it really doesn't matter how good they look on day one. So on these roofing samples, we have 10 products that we're going to test in 7 different ways. Everything from Dicor, Alpha, EternaBond tape, and Forever Lap Sealant. Let's just get into the list. Because I've seen my share of lap sealants that are failing, whether it's drying out and cracking over time, or it's even EternaBond tape starting to separate that top layer from the bottom layer. So hopefully in this list, we'll find the best solution. So starting off, number 1 is Dicor, one of the most recognizable names for RV roofing products. This is self-leveling lap sealant, the 501 LSW1 for EPDM, TPO, aluminum, metal, fiberglass, and wood. And if you speak French, apparently PVC as well. It does have a manufacturing date on the bottom of the tube and has a 12-month shelf life. The application of it, most people are used to the self-leveling type of lap sealant. And when we find the best one, we'll talk about best techniques to be able to use to get the best out of each product. Number 2 is Extreme Ply. It claims that it works on all RV membranes with adhesion to aluminum, brass, steel, glass, PVC, EPDM, TPO, and TPV, and is supposed to remain flexible for years. It has a 24-month shelf life with the date indicated on the side. The application of it, you can see that it has some self-leveling properties, but doesn't flow quite the same as the Dicor did and isn't leveling out as well. So we'll see how it settles down after we give it a little bit of time. Number 3 is an Alpha product, Alphathane Self-Leveling Adhesive Sealant. This one's for general RV roofs and horizontal surfaces, has a shelf life of 12 months. This one goes down very similar to Dicor and is probably the second biggest name that is talked about for RVing roofs because so many RVs come with the Alpha roof membrane. Number 4 is another Alpha product, and it's self-leveling lap sealant. We're using this on an Alpha membrane, usually referred to as TPO membranes. We're testing it on metal, plastic, and aluminum. They don't have it listed on the tube, but it does have a shelf life of 12 months and giving you an indication of when it will reach the end of its life for storage. Number 5 is the self-leveling Forever Coat Lap Sealant for PVC, EPDM, TPO, fiberglass, over old clean Dicor, and more. Claims to be permanently flexible and has a 20-year warranty. So this is the first one on the list that has a stated warranty, and it's at 20 years. So a good long time. Has a shelf life of 12 months. The application of it, it's coming out very smooth and is flowing well. Number 6 is Forever Extra Leveling Lap Sealant. So it's very similar to the one that we just talked about, but is thinner for the application. Again, it's for PVC, EPDM, TPO, fiberglass, and can be used over old Dicor. Remains permanently flexible, has a 20-year warranty, and the shelf life, again, of 12 months. The application, you can definitely feel that it's thinner as you're using it. Very high flow type of product. Number 7 is Liquid Rubber RV Lap Sealant, a moisture cure product for EPDM, aluminum, fiberglass, PVC. It has a 12-month shelf life, and I couldn't find anything for a warranty for the product yet. Number 8 was a GoClean RV Roof Lap Sealant for EPDM, TPO, fiberglass, wood, aluminum, steel, and masonry, claimed for a 30-minute fast dry. Has a shelf life of 1 year. When using this came out very thin or seemed to flow really fast. So it's self-leveling like a lot of the other ones, but definitely feels different. And number 9 is EternaBond tape. I can only find that it had about a 6-month warranty, and you can purchase additional warranties to go on top of that. But the application of this is definitely different than everything else. It's a tape that you need to cut and install. Moving on to number 10 is Flex Paste. Claims to be able to be used on RV roofs along with PVC, EIFs, EPDM, and more. I'm pretty skeptical of this because of other Flex Seal products I have seen fail in the past, but definitely want to give it a try. Along with, I am going to be testing out some Flex Seal to see how it sticks to the RV roofing because it's all over social media. And last on the list is Sikaflex, saying suitable for sealing a wide variety of RVing roof components with very good adhesion to EPDM, and like almost all of them, they say excellent UV resistance. It says that it's semi-self-leveling and has an expiration date listed on the top. And the preparation and pre-cleaning is to use acetone and allow it to dry for at least 2 minutes. So now I've let these cure up for a couple of weeks so that way we can properly torture test them, and already out of the gate we can see some big differences between each of these lap sealants. But first I want to do a shout out to eTrailer because they're helping me make this video, getting the roofing material, the plumbing vents, the metal, everything in order to be able to make my test pieces to try these out. I purchased the lap sealant through lots of different areas so we can get to the bottom of what would be my preferred lap sealant. But if you need to do a roofing repair, if you need to replace a vent or a plumbing vent or a solar gland going into the RV, a fridge vent, there's a lot of things, skylights on top of the RV that need to be replaced because they do break down in the sun. Definitely check out eTrailer. They're the ones that are making this possible so that I can test all these products equally. But they carry so many things and they have good customer service. So if you needed to contact them to make sure that you're getting the right product, you can do that. And the wide variety of things that they have on their site make it to where you can go there and find exactly what you're looking for to replace on your RV what you need to. Even all the way down to the actual roofing materials. So if you wanted to re-roof your RV, it's not really all that complicated. It is very labor intensive and you need to be meticulous, especially in your prep, but it's not overly complicated. So links are going to be down in the description to eTrailer and every single lap sealant that we're talking about in this video, and all the details will be down below and in that first comment. But let's look at the difference of how each of these have cured up over the last couple of weeks. So the first one was Dicor and it looked very typical from what we were used to, but then I noticed that it started rippling the actual roof membrane itself. You can see it on the main test piece and on our trim piece. There's only 2 lap sealants that had this effect, and this was one of them. Next up is the Extreme Ply, and it cured very smoothly. Great curing process on that. It looks great. But next up is the Alpha Lane, and this one is probably the roughest on the way that it cured. It is self-leveling, but it probably self-leveled the least out of all of them. You can definitely see a difference there. Number 4 is another Alpha product, and this one created bubbles. So I don't know if this is different to this tube specifically, because I haven't had that on other tubes that I've used, but definitely an appearance of some micro bubbles inside of the sealant. And this is the other one that created a little bit of a rippling on the TPO. But next up we have the Forever Lap Sealants, and this one you can see flowed out really well. It cured well. You can see some areas where I was moving the caulking gun and you can see a little bit of that residual where I was pulling back, but otherwise a very smooth self-leveling appearance. But next up is the liquid rubber, and this one is very smooth. It might be one of the smoothest out of the entire lot. But then we move back over to the GoClean and we can definitely see that we're not getting near as much self-leveling, especially when you're seeing it side by side to the liquid rubber roof. And something that I did notice when it was curing is it stayed tacky much longer. It was even sticky the next day. But even when all the other ones had kind of skinned over, this one had a skin to it, but it was extremely sticky. Then we're of course not going to have any difference on the EternaBond tape or the Flex Seal paste that we put down by a trowel or putty knife. And last up is the Sikaflex. You can see it. It says that it's self-leveling, and that's a very accurate description. There is some leveling, but it still holds its form a decent amount. So it's not as smooth as some of the other ones. And even after letting it cure for over a week, you can see that it's strangely pliable. Almost feels like it's between a Dicor and the GoClean. Definitely unique. But for me, the top 4 contenders was the Extreme Ply, both of the Forever Lap Sealant, the original and the extra leveling, and number 4 is the liquid rubber. All 4 of those looked really good after self-leveling. Next, I wanted to test flexibility, stretchability, and the overall structure of each of them. First up is Dicor, and stretching it out, it stretches like a piece of silly putty, not really holding any of the structure together. Number 2 is the extreme ply. You can see that it's very pliable, and stretching it out, again, it's like a piece of silly putty. It doesn't hold any of the structure together as it stretches out. Next up, we have the Alpha Thane sealant, and this one feels significantly different. It is very flexible, and this one, it retains its shape and wants to bounce back to its original form that it's set in. And stretching it out, it takes a significant amount of force in order to actually break it. So very flexible and very stretchable. So very impressive. Next up is the typical Alpha Lap Sealant, and it is flexible, and stretching it out, it's again like a piece of silly putty, not holding its shape and form. But next up, we have the Forever Lap Sealant, and this is the only one that didn't hold the marking from the Sharpie. Again, very flexible, and as we stretch it across the tape measure, you can see that it retains its shape and wants to bounce back to its original form while being flexible. And stretching it out to its breaking point, it goes out pretty far. I thought it was going to break at first, had to go a second time, and it finally broke. Next up is the extra leveling Forever Lap Sealant, which it is paintable, so it didn't lose its marking. Again, this holds its shape, form, and retention going back to its original form with being flexible until it finally breaks. Next up is the liquid rubber. Again, very flexible, and the stretchability is very tough, retaining that structure and taking a considerable amount of force in order to break it. Next up on the list is the GoClean. Again, very flexible, and the stretchability wants to hold its form, but definitely not as strong of a structure as the other ones we've seen like this. Very easy to break. Next up is the Flex Paste, and again, very pliable, but when we go to stretch it out, it doesn't stretch very far. It does hold its form, but then breaks fairly easily. And the last one on the list is the Sikaflex, and again, you can see that it kind of lands in between the Dicor and some of the other ones. It holds its form a bit, but then is also fairly breakable. It felt like a mix again of the GoClean and the Dicor, kind of landing right in the middle there. So the top ones in this category, I would say, are the Alpha Thane, Alpha product, and number 5 and 6, the Forever Lap Sealant, the Standard, and the Extra Leveling. The Standard felt like it took more force in order for it to break, and then the last one was the liquid rubber. All 4 of those performed very well. Now, I had forgot to mention EternaBond, which is very flexible, but definitely not intended to be a stretchable product. Now, as we get to more of these tests, I think there's something really important to know about why lap sealants on the roof of the RV are continuously failing. Because if you don't understand why they're failing, you're not going to find the best lap sealant that is out there and available to protect your RV. So really, it boils down to how it handles the elements. Number 1, we have UV resistance. All these are saying that they have some sort of UV resistance, but they're not all going to be 100% UV resistant against the sun. The sun is very harsh, and it will find a way to break down a lot of things that are out there. Number 2 is water will exploit any weakness that is out there. If you have small little seams or gaps or any type of penetration, it will find its way in and it will continue to flow in. A lot of these lap sealants have a really hard time of pooling water on it. So you can see on our test piece, we have a ring, so that way we can trap water inside of that ring and see how water does pooled up against that lap sealant. Because so many RV roofs are so flat that you're going to have pooling somewhere, and it's going to exploit that pooling area. Number 3 is going to be the extreme temperatures that we have out there, going from extreme hot to extreme cold, and those swings throughout the seasons and throughout the years is going to degrade and make that sealant less flexible, harder, less moving with the RV, so that when that water comes and it does have an area of weakness, that water is going to exploit that. And there's a lot of things to consider, like maintaining the warranty on a newer RV and really just extending the life of your RV. But really, we're about halfway through all these tests, so we're gonna end this with part 1 now and dive into part 2 because I'm still editing it. I want to shorten it and condense it as best I can to give just the pertinent information in there. I value your time, and I want to make sure I get the information right and make it as concise as possible. So today's Sunday that I'm publishing this video, and the new one should be out on Tuesday for the second part of this. So if it's already out, it's going to be a link right down in the description, just like a link in the description down to everything that we're talking about in this video. So I hope this information is helping you find the best lap sealant for your RV and seeing it put through these tests and how they perform. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for today. So hopefully if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we will see you next video. Take care.